So in this section, we are going to discuss about the public versus private IP address. Actually, what happened, there is a two type of the network. One is a public network. Public network you can consider as a interface or internet facing network. Internet means all the websites are running on the internet having their own IP address. This IP address is considered as public IP address. Another IP address is a private IP address. Private IP address is type of IP address you can use inside your organization. Inside the organization, I can use the same IP address, you can use the same IP address in your private network. But in a public network, every device have the unique identification or the unique number. So for the example here, when I run the ipconfig command and I got some IP address, like I have run this command ipconfig and I have some IP address. So actually this IP address is a private IP address. But of course I have some public IP address also. So if you want to check your public IP address, so you can write here what is my IP address. So once you will search in a Google or in a Bing, then you will get some IP address here. This is actually the public IP address. Public IP address provided by the ISP. Public IP address is provided provided by the ISP. ISP cannot directly provide the IP address. Actually, all the IP address governed by the IANA. IANA assigned by the regional registrar, and regional registrar assigned IP address to the ISPs, and then ISP provide the IP address to you or any company or organization. So they are providing the IP addresses. So actually all the IP addresses provided by the Internet Assigned Number Authority. These assigned the regional registries. So how you will identify those things? Here you can search. So these are the regional registries. For the Africa region, AFRINIC. For the Asia Pacific region, APNIC. For Canada, USA, some Caribbean, Iceland, ARIN, LACNIC and RIP. So this is our regional registries, APNIC. So what is the assignment of the, like IANA assigned IP address to them, like APNIC assigned the IP address to APNIC. Give the IP address like range, give the range from this to this. You can assign this IP address in your location. So from here the ISP means like Jio, Airtel and other ISP will go to the APNIC, and then APNIC assigns some IP address to the Jio, APNIC assigns some IP address to the Airtel. If I need the IP address or you need a IP address, then you will go to the Jio or the Airtel. Then Airtel will assign a IP address to you. And that is the IP address it will be displayed in a browser when you run the what is my IP address. So the IP address assigned by the APNIC or assigned by the ISP, it will be a public IP address. Got it? This is the IP address which is interfacing or internet facing IP address. Now there is some other IP address which can use in a private network. Private network. This IP address is known as a private IP addressing. Here is a range for the class A, class B and class C. 10. Complete network of the 10 IP address. Whenever you will see the 10.1.1.1 or whatever, it will be a private IP address. Similar, if the range between 170.2.16 to 170.30.2.31, all the IP address is a private IP address. This range is for class C private IP address. So why the other things are there, means why assigned the class C, class B and class A private IP address? They can assign only for the class A. So there is a reason, is that like I have a small organization and I want to connect only to 50 computer in a same network. So why here is the total host value will be to the power 24 minus 2. Here is a value is a only 1 octet, means to the power 8 minus 2. So 250 the value, means if I want to connect the 250 computer, so I will go with the class B. But I have the 2000 computer need to be connected in a same network, so I will go with the C. If I have the 20,000, then I will go with the class A. Means depend on the range, depend on the number of the host connected in a same network, I can use a class A, class B or class C. Got it? So host on a private network must use some mechanism to access the internet. It is called NAT, or the network address translation, or the proxy server. For the example, you have one router and there is a 5 devices are connected, like your mobile phone, your laptop, your tablet and one other mobile phone. Okay. So all of you want to make the connectivity or accessibility to the internet. Like all the computer can connect with the internet, but all the device have the same public IP address. Like if you connect with the Wi-Fi, you can check your mobile phone, you get some public IP address. You check your desktop, you get the same public IP address. Both devices have the same public IP address. So here is a one mechanism is working. It is called NAT, means network address translator. Okay, we will discuss later in the coming videos on that in detail. But so the question is that how to assign the IP address? How to assign the IP address? You can assign the IP address with the DHCP server, or you can assign the IP address static, means manually. So if the DHCP server is a type of the server which is providing the IP address to your computer, your mobile device, your tablet, whatever. So what the information DHCP server will provide you? IP address, subnet mask, default gateway, DNS and all things. So if DHCP server is not available in the network and you put the automatic IP address or get the automatic IP address, then there is a one type of the IP address. It is called APIPA IP address, automatic private IP addressing, which is only work in a Windows operating system. And this Windows operating system is provide the IP address with the range of this if the DHCP server is not available then. So there is some other reserve IP addresses. It is called the broadcasting IP addresses or the multicast, which is used by the router, and other protocols like the RAPE, like the OSPF and some other protocols. So the range of the multicasting IP addresses is 224 to 239, and some is a special IP address which you cannot use. This is only available for the experimental range 240 to 25555. And there is a one type of the IP address. It is called 127. This network for the loopback adapter. So what is the loopback adapter? Loopback adapter is the type of the adapter which is exist inside your computer as a virtual adapter, but your real network interface card NIC can communicate with the virtual adapter. Other type of the address is 0008 is a address known, and these are the range it considered is a special use, and there is a also this range is used as a documentation and examples. Okay, actually this is just a written, you can understand about this, but there is no use of this special type of the IP addresses.